Hello and welcome to the Flying Dutchman. Today I'm going to be giving you a quick tour of my DCS helicopter flight simulator setup. Obviously this simulator can also be used with X-Plane or Prepared or Microsoft Flight Simulator once they finally get native helicopter support. But I mainly focus on DCS. Let's get started with the tour. The most important part of the simulator is of course the seat. Now, this is a Playseat Evolution. This is actually a racing seat, hence the Gran Turismo logo. But it can be used for flight simming, of course, as well. I did remove the steering wheel and pedal support, which might actually be very nice when you're flying with a yoke, but I don't use that and I needed space for my pedals and my cyclic, so I removed it. I also raised the seat up a bit and I have added the butt kicker on the back. Now, speaking about the cyclic, this is the amazing ProFlight Trainer Puma X. This is ProFlight Trainer's 5th generation of dedicated helicopter peripherals and they're amazing. I do have the toe brake mod add-on and yeah, it's really good if you really want to fly helicopters a lot. It is quite expensive though, it comes in around 1800 euros. So it's something for more dedicated simmers. I do love the twist grip. You know, you got the twist throttle on the collective. You do have a lot of buttons on here. You've got a little mode selector switch that you could actually switch around the buttons. You've got 3 positions, so you can use these buttons 3 times. So next to that, I do have the Frostmaster Airbus Throttle. I have painted it over, took it apart, spray painted it, and now it looks like this. But obviously the Apache has throttle levers like this, and I can use these while flying fixed wing as well. They work great. You can see, I'm sorry for the light, let's turn it off. It's just working as it should. Next to that I also have a Virtual Fly TQ3 Plus, which I have modded to be used with a P51 Mustang, but that used to be in the position of this thing, so I just moved it over to the side till I figure out where to put it. Speaking about this thing, this is the Logitech or Satech Farming Simulator panel. I've got 2 of these, giving you a shitload of buttons and a lot of extra axes if you need them. Because these joysticks can also be switched around and be used, and the computer sees these as a completely separate joystick when it's the red or blue. So, very useful. If you need a lot of buttons, for example for DCS, get a couple of these. These things aren't too expensive. Or get one of those. Sim Racing button box. Lots of buttons, not a lot of money. This thing I have mounted on a TV wall support. It's my Track IR cap. That's my Track IR camera. Got a webcam up here as well for Teams meetings. Got a little fan, USB fan for when it gets too hot, and that's my Wi-Fi router. I do have a tablet over here I use for nav. Now, when I'm flying X-Plane, I will have Navigraph on there or even Air Manager Mobile. Obviously, on a big screen, I'll have Air Manager running as well. Right now, I just have a Lua file which exports the MFDS. Now, these are the Frostmaster Cougar MFDs. They work great. Not really designed for the Apache because these only have 5 buttons and the Apache has 6. But you of course have these rocker switches which you can also set up. It's not ideal, but it works. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. Over here I still have the same old headset as I had before. It's the Frostmaster Air Force headset. That's my butt kicker amplifier. And the controls, got a little LED strip behind the woodwork. And my track AR is actually responding to the light of the camera. Got a HP gaming PC on the back. A lot of wiring mess, a lot of USB hubs. It looks like shit. But when you're on this side, you don't see it. So it's not a real big issue. I've got a 4TB SSD hard drive which houses all my simulators. Got this USB keyboard, wireless keyboard, trackball mouse, a phone support for when I'm watching a video whilst playing in my simulator, and a lot more wiring mess. Got a couple model aircraft which I couldn't fit in my display case anymore, so I just threw them in here. Got my flag, my fishing flag, my Irish flag, and a couple aviation caps on the wall. Oh yeah, before I forget, of course I've got me Logitech radio panel, the multi-panel and the switch panel, which don't work out of the box with DCS, obviously. I know there is software to get them working with it. I do have the software, but I haven't put time into it because I don't see the use of them in DCS. Now in X-Plane, I definitely use these, and I can understand if you're flying a lot of multiplayer that the radio panel might be nice to have working, or when you're flying jets to have the landing gear working. But I mean, the Apache doesn't have retractable landing gear, and all of these buttons are kind of pointless with this aircraft. So I think I've covered the entire simulator. That didn't take too long, I think. Now one nice little feature is this joystick controller, because this might be not too easy to get in and out. So this is also on a TV mount, just as the other monitor is as well. So you can pivot it like a little door, get in or out very easily, and just rotate it back into position. I think I've covered everything in this simulator, so I don't want to make this video any longer than is necessary. So with that, I'll say thank you for watching and goodbye.